So, welcome to our Wednesday webinar. Today, you're going to see how to plan step by step an individual wardrobe like this. So, in this case, it consists actually of 7 single cabinets. Yeah, and we will see how we plan this step by step. Yeah, you see here also the shelves, interior drawers, and here also a clothes rail. And let's just start. So we click on File and start here a new project. So that is our default cabinet. And first of all, we can set the room, and the width of the room is 3721. So, and the width of our first cabinet is here 656. We confirm it with enter, and the height is also like the room height, so 2500. So you click here on the height of the room and type in here 2500 and confirm it with enter. So also when there are any questions, just write it in the chat. So yeah, then let's continue. We want to have here on this cabinet trim, and it should be here also the height of 80 on top. So on the left side, we want to have here also a trim on the left side. Yeah, it's also important to consider that the trim belongs to the width of the cabinet. So when we have done this, it's also important here that you have here that you are sure of the settings for the plinth legs. Yeah, so you can change this here. You can have no plinth, and you have here the plinth legs. Thick is not there, then you don't have a trim, and here you can have beneath on cabinet a trim, and the height of the trim you will set here. So in this case we want to have plinth legs, so we choose here no trim, and here we make the thick here on plinth legs. So when this is set, we click here on division and set here the horizontal, and the upper part and the lower area here, they are divided in relation 1-to-1 to each other, and we want to change it. Yeah, so we click here on a smart click here on the height of area. You see number 1 means they are related in relation 1-to-1 to each other, and when you type in here 900 and confirm it with enter, that is how we want to have it. So, and here we want to have interior drawers, and here we want to have shelves, and that's why we click here on interior drawer, and we choose here like 6 shelves. Yeah, and then you just drag it and drop it here in the area where you want to have it. And here on the bottom area, we want to have interior drawers, 4 of them, and they should have a height of 200. That is important that you type it in, and the distance to the bottom shall be 1 centimeter, so 10 millimeters. And here we choose hardware, in this case Lego box, and then you just drag it and drop it in here. So the fronts we will do together when everything is done. Yeah. So the next step would be our second cabinet. Therefore, you click here on cabinet, and here the second cabinet shall have the material oak, and the width of it is here 600, and the height is 1600 millimeters. And the depth should be here 620. I explain you later on why 620, and I forgot here to set the depth of it to 600. So, and now we have set it here you see that this is 20 millimeters longer, and that is because of the fronts. Yeah, the front are coming here on top, and we have like 2 millimeter tolerance. That's why here 620. So, and you just drag it and drop it here on this smart click. Yeah, I zoom a bit in, that is more clearly for you. Here we set it here on this smart click. Just drag it and drop it here. And you see it's here 20 millimeter more. And here also the plinth legs, because we need to set them back. And therefore we can also click here on plinth. And here we go in the setting. And here you see the distance, front plinth legs. Yeah, and this should be, in this case, 79. We confirm it with enter, confirm it with save. And now you see it's here on the same level. We also click here on division and want to set here a horizontal in here. And the horizontal should have the same level as this. So that means also click on here and change the height to 900. And next step, we want to have here a shelf, an interior shelf. Type in here 1, and here we just set it in here. So you see here, we can change this, that you see the row of holes. When you don't want to have the row of holes, you can also click here on group of holes. And when you type in here like 3 or 5, then you just get a group of holes when there are shelves. And you see, in my case, it's a default. When you want to have this for all cabinets, you can here also click all cabinets, and then everywhere it's disappeared in all existing cabinets now. When you want to have here an offset, you can also go in this upper area, and here you can set offset interior like 15 mil, confirm it with enter, and then you have here an offset. So, and this cabinet should have the oak, yeah. So that's why we can click here to material. And here I already choose oak, and you can drag the material, and you can make sure that the thick is here all parts of group. So all verticals, horizontal, so the sides get the same. Yeah, and also for the back, we have here 9 mil. So then it's in oak material. So here should be not interior drawer. We want to have here front drawers, and the front drawers should be here inlay. Yeah, that's why it's important to have here the thick-on inlay. And we have here 4 drawers. Type in 4, and it's here also for the Legra box. And here we don't need to type in depth and or height, because it's depending of the front, yeah, on the front height. So when we drag it and drop it in here, we need to activate here the fronts. You see it's there on the same level because it's inlay, and the other front are onlay. That's why it's here 20 mil more. So, all right, that is the second cabinet. And here we want to have on top here our third one. And therefore you go back here to cabinet, click here on cabinet. The width should be 600 as well. The height is here 900. Yeah, because 900 plus 1,600 is 2,500, and the depth is here also 600. And here we have 2 options. You can drag it and drop it on here or on here. It doesn't matter in this case. Yeah, what matters is we need to take off the plinth legs. So we just click here on no plinth and remove the thick, then it's fine. And here on top of the cabinet, we want to have here a trim with 80 mil. And we want to have here 3 shelves. So we just click here on not division, interior, and here we want to have 3 adjustable shelves. All right. Then this is done as well. And now we come to the middle part, and this cabinet should have here, we click back to the cabinet tab, and it should have a width of 1,209, and the height is here 2,500 as well, and the depth 600 as well. And you just drag it and drop it here on the smart click. You should be more vertical, so that's why we click here on division and drag and drop in here a vertical. So what I forgot for sure, we need to go back to cabinet because we want to have here a trim on top. That's important. So, and now we also want to divide it, yeah, in two parts. So that's why we go to division and set here a horizontal. We just drag it and drop it in here. And this area here, which is now purple colored, should have the same height as this. Yeah, and that we have the same here. We just go with the mouse over this smart click, and you see in the black box, you see the measurements for this area. Yeah, it's the XYZ value, and the Z value is here 784, and that is the height. You see here also the coordinate system, and we want to have the same on here. So that's why you can see here 784. Type here also. You have here 3 smart clicks. Yeah, that is here for the whole area, for the left area, and for the left top area. You click on here and click on height and type in 784 and confirm it with enter. And then it's the same level. Yeah, you can here remove the smart clicks, and you see here it's the same. And now we want to have here also 3 adjustable shelves. We just drag it and drop it in here. And when you want to have here an offset as well, we can type in here interior offset 15 mil. All right. So here, because in my default, I show you, we have here the row of folds as a default. When you don't want to have it, we can turn it to groups of folds with 5, yeah, or 3. So, and I suggest you to click here all cabinets at last. And here on the bottom part, we just want to have here a close rail. So we type in here 1. And for the close rail, we need to have a distance to bottom or distance to top. In this case, we choose distance to top. And here we can choose the hardware. So that is a top fixed and that is a side fixed. Yeah, so it's up to you. And you just drag it and drop it in here. Oh, that was the interior drawer. I didn't want to have this. To delete this, you type in here 0 and drag and drop 0 interior drawers in here. I will remove the arrows. And we want to have here a close rail. So now that's the way we want to have it. So you can do the same here on the right side as well. You can also use the copy paste function. Therefore, you choose the right smart click here. That is here the left side, the left area, yeah, which is purple colored. You click on here and you can copy here, click on here and paste it. So then this is done. So, and now we actually want to mirror this 3 cabinets on this side. At the moment, it's not possible, but next year there will come an update. You can mirror the cabinets. So for today, we can copy this part for sure. And when you want to copy something, you also click on the smart click. And here you see cabinet copy. And you copy this cabinet, which is activated now. So in this case, it would be here the middle cabinet. Yeah, I show you. You see now the middle cabinet is copied on here. But we don't want to have it, so I will delete it. So click here on a red cross and you delete it. So we want to copy here the second cabinet. There are two options to activate the second cabinet. One option is you click here in cabinet, and here you see all cabinets. You choose here the second cabinet, and then it's get red. That is the first way. The second way I show you in a minute. So now this is activated, and you click now on this smart click here. It's also important that it's this. And you click now copy, and a red marked cabinet get copied. So then this is copied, and we want to have we want to copy here the third one as well. Yeah, so you can also click on any measurement for the third cabinet. So that is, for example, this. You just click here depth of cabinet and confirm it with enter. Then it's automatically get copied, activated. And now you click here again on this smart click and click here copy cabinet, and this is done. So, and the last one, we can also copy this. We just need to remove here the plinths and change it to the right side. Yeah, so I also click here on this measurement, confirm it, and I click on here, and we click on copy. So you see now we don't want to have the plinths here on the left side, so you just click here, no trim, and you click here where the cross is on the right side and check it here on the right side. Yeah. So the offset of the trim should be also 20, not 2, it should be 20. And also here the offset for the trim on top should be also 20, and that should be for all cabinets. Yeah, for all cabinets. And also when you click on here, yeah, you see here is a gap, and we don't want to have the gap. Yeah, it should be go flush here. So, and you change it when you click on here, and you click here on settings. You see here the setting for the trim on top. So the height is 100, distance left should be 0, distance right should be 0, distance front is 20, that's right, distance back, we don't have it on back, so it doesn't matter. We don't have the left and right one. So we have the front one, we don't have the back one. Yeah, that's why it's a 0. 0 means no. And here you can choose, do you want to have a connection panel for the trim? So, and here you can change the width connection for trim. And here you can choose a connector. Yeah, so we don't want to have this here. And we just save this. So you see now the gap is closed here as well. And we want to have this setting for all cabinets, which has a trim. So that's why you see here that is the activated cabinet. We made the setting here. You click now on cabinet and click here all cabinets. So but we don't want to have it for all. Yeah, we don't want to have it on the second and on the fifth one. Yeah, because they don't have a trim anyway. So that's why we remove the SIG here and we close this. And you see now it's always changed. So we just need to go back to the first cabinet because it did change the trim, but not here, the left side. Yeah. Here we need to make it now. So that is fine. All right, then we are almost done. We just need to make the setting for the fronts. Here's the trim. They are fine. So, and now we make the setting for the fronts. So that's why you click here on front. I will turn on here the smart clicks. And we just want to have one front. And here we want to have a left door for the left side. You can drag it and drop it. You see, you can drop it on a upper area or on a bottom area. And when you go with the mouse on a divider, it goes through the whole area. So I made a mistake because we need to remove inlay. And here, when you click on here, you can delete it. And we just drag it and drop it here again. So, and now we want to have it here also here. So, and I will remove it. Yeah, you see now you know why it's here 20 mil more than the other ones, because we have the doors here on the edge. So here for the middle one, you could drag and drop here a left door and a right door, but you can also click here double door. And for the double door, you want to have it through the whole area. So that means you click here on the vertical, and then you have it already on through the whole area. And here for the right side, you just drag here a right door on here, and here also a right door. So now we want to change here also the handles. So here this handle should be disappear. So we need to have the smart clicks. So when you click on here, you can click here on setting. And here you see handle type. We want to have here 0 for no handle. Save it. and it disappears. We want to have here no handle as well. Type in number 1. So, and here for the left and right door, and also for the middle ones, we want to have here horizontal handles, and the horizontal handles should have the same height as this. So when you keep the control button pressed and you go with the mouse here on this edge, you see the XYZ value, and the Z value is here 941. So the 941 is from the bottom, yeah, and we want to have this the 941 vertical also for here. So that's why you click here also on this smart click for the front, click here on settings. So click here on handle type and type in here number 3 for horizontal. Here distance of the holes for the handle. You saw it on the beginning, it should be wider, so it should be here 500. And here is the Z position, the maximum Z position from the bottom, and this should be 941. And you save this. And then you see it's vertical, it's on the same level here, and it's 500. So we want to have here this handles, this 4 handles also 500. So that's why we click here again in the setting, and we just type in distance of holes for the handle 500. Save it. And you see here it's 500. Yeah, when you keep the control button pressed and you go with the mouse in the middle of the part, then it's a pro function. Then you see also the measurements and the material and the edges, very important informations. Yeah, so that's why 500 is fine. So we click here also on this smart click. At the moment, there's no automatic that you can do it for all handles. 500, so we need to make it here for this few times manually. And for the other ones, we can copy and paste it. 500. Save it. Click on the smart click, and for the double door, it does it for both parts. Yeah, so we type in here 3, 500, and here 941. Save it. Then it's done here as well. And here we want to have it as well. Handle type 3 for vertical, holes of 500. And here the Z position is 941. And save it. So, and here's this area. I just click on this area and click here on the red cross for delete. And here you click here on this area and you just copy this area and click here again and paste it. So then we're pretty much done. What we want to change here, the gap of it because it's here 6 millimeter. I have here this on this level. When you keep here also the control button pressed, you can measure it. Here it's dx is z, dx is 3, and dz is also 3. And it should be on the same level, because here, when you measure this, that is here 6. And for the other side, it's the same. And we can change this manually. So, and therefore, you just click on here. And you can click here, overlap left, 3, confirm it with enter. And also for the right side, click here, overlap right, 3. That goes faster when you make 1. You can also go here as well. Click on here, go on settings, and you can choose here space left, set it to 0 and here to 0, and save it. And here it's also now when you measure it, it's here on the same level. X is the same level. dy, it's a 2 mil. Yeah, that is here graphically you don't have a tolerance, but in practice you have here like a bit tolerance. That's why the depth is 620 instead of 618. And here we are done now. So what I see here, that is a different material. We can change here because it's not agar white. Now when you click here on material and type in here white, so you just drag it and make here a tick on all parts of group and for all cabinets. And then you just drag it and drop it on here. And then all trims for all cabinets got changed. And now we are done. You can click on the red eye and remove the smart clicks and the measurements and show it your customer. Can you also click to show it with open fronts? And when you click here again, you see it with visible fronts. You can also show it in a room. And when you want to get the production data, you just click here on data export, and you can choose here your layout. As it is here my default layout. You see here all the hardware. Here all the materials for the edges, and here's the materials for the panels. And that is here for the 7 for all cabinets. Yeah, when you click here export ASCII, you can save it as a CSV file. And when you click TrunOpt, you get the panel optimization. All right, This was the last webinar for this year. I wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and I'm looking forward to see you next year. You will get an email about the new webinar plan. So take care and see you next year. Bye-bye.